Hello and welcome to our CCSU newsroom. I'm Darren Ayotte.
And I'm Jessica Jenkins. If you thought winter was over, think again. With a snowy February ahead of us, here are a few winter car safety tips to help you weather the storm. There is always a need for a standard snow brush and car scraper for when your car is covered in snow and ice. A hat and a pair of gloves can also come in handy if your car ever runs out of gas or your heat stops working. Having a wool blanket is useful for extra warmth too. Another essential to keeping your car year-round is a phone charger. You never know how long you could be stranded. The last thing you want is to be unable to phone for help. Keep a flashlight in your car just in case your battery dies at night and you need a light. You can never be too careful in these frigid temperatures. Darren?
Speaking of being cold, students are walking further than usual lately due to parking bans. Construction of the new residence hall has closed off over 100 parking spaces in the Student Center lot. When garages are filled to capacity, staff redirects traffic to other lots on campus. According to Arcadia Otlowski from the Recorder, only 23% of undergrad students actually stay here in residence halls. Because Central is mostly a commuter school, the construction has a lot of students worried. According to Chief Administrative Officer Richard Baishu, the university has about 6,000 parking spaces. Even with full enrollment, there's still enough spots, although parking may not be exactly where students want. These spots near the Student Center will be blocked off for the next 2 years. The university intends to have the building ready by the fall 2015 semester. Until then, students will have to find parking elsewhere.
Hopefully there was enough parking spots at the Student Center for an annual concert that took place on Saturday.
The music department at Central Connecticut State University held their second annual Prism concert. The concert held in the Student Center featured performances by CCSU's Student Ensemble, which consisted of the university's talented musicians and singers.
For us, this is a chance for us to play for everyone. Not everyone comes to our concert, so it's another opportunity for us to get ourselves out there.
The Prism coordinator and assistant professor at CCSU says their goal for the concert is to increase the visibility of the music program.
To hear each other, and there's a lot of times in the music department where you don't hear the different groups, so seeing what everyone else is doing is really cool.
Here at Central Connecticut State University, the Prism concert turned out to be a success. Here's what the performers have to say about it.
I think it all went really, really well. I'm really proud of every group that performed today. They did amazing.
So we were really happy. There were a ton of people here. Everyone seemed pleased with the music. Students played great and had a good time, so I'd say it was a success.
And as for the audience,
Beautiful.
the performers say the concert will most likely happen again for 2015.
Now we go to another area of talent at Central. The football program welcomes new head coach Pete Rosamondo. Coach Rosamondo signed a 4-year deal this past week, making him the 13th head coach in the history of the program. The Blue Devils finished the 2013 season with a 4-8 record, including only 2-4 in the conference. Rosamondo was the head coach of the University of New Haven for 5 years previously. He led the Chargers to a record of 42-13 with 2 playoff appearances. He would take over for Jeff McInerney, who resigned in November. McInerney led the Blue Devils to an 8-year record of 48-41. Rosamondo is looking to bring the NEC Championship back to Central, who has not won since 2010.
Thank you for watching this episode of CCSU News. For Darren Ayotte, I'm Jessica Jenkins. Until next time.